Grab your bourbon and brace yourself. Welcome to Bourbons and Blind Sides, the podcast where we pour strong drinks and unpack even stronger drama. I'm Public, joined by Bond, and we're the host with the hot takes and zero chill. Tonight we're diving into the blind sides that left us screaming, the backstabs, the fake outs, the eliminations nobody saw coming, all while we sip something smooth and brown. No confessionals needed, just real talk, real whiskey, and the kind of twists that make reality TV legendary. Pour up, folks, because the drama is about to blindside you. Let's go.
Bond,
what is up?
We're,
Couple
we're,
days late on this, but
Yep, a little late, but that's better late than never.
what an episode, man. What an episode. What were your thoughts overall on this one?
It was a fun episode. I didn't even realize we were getting a 2-hour one, but they needed it because they packed all kinds of stuff into this episode.
All kinds. Can you imagine? Like, the rumors were that they cut down the Mr. Beast portion of this episode after the blowback from the Zach
Yeah.
Bryant, right? And like, what would we have missed if they wouldn't have cut it out, or would it have been a 3-hour long episode? What was the deal?
There's really nothing you could take out of the episode. Maybe that's why they edited it out, because they realized they had too much other stuff. Maybe it wasn't backlash.
It was a wild one, real wild one. So starts off with Ozzy talking about how this year's different, kind of, because he's got an alliance that has his back. He's really thankful for Cirie, and like he's just in a different position this year.
Yeah, he's playing it better too. He's using that alliance.
Yes, he is. He's doing a very good job, and then Emily on the wrong side of the vote for the first time. She said in her Survivor career, right?
She said it. I don't think she's lying about it. I don't exactly remember, but yeah, she wasn't taking it well. I know that much.
Yeah, she was not. She was not. And then it gets down to the Devens idol, and Ozzy's like, "Hey man, is that idol real, or like what's the deal with it?" And Devens just kind of not really telling him. At this point, I'm like, Devens, you gotta let him know, dude, this idol's fake. You're already like the number one target.
Yeah.
And Devens knows. He knows where him and Emily stand. Him and Emily have a conversation. He's like, man, I want to blow some stuff up. And you hear a lot of people on these shows say these things, but like Rick Devens is going to deliver, man.
He means it.
Rick Devens, like he's going to deliver. He's one of us.
Yeah, he's not lying when he says it.
Like whenever you think, man, I would just go out and just do some crazy shit. And whether you would do it or not, if you were on there, Rick Devens is going to do it.
He absolutely will.
Yeah, he has no chill, doesn't care.
Yeah.
And
game be damned. I'm causing chaos.
And then he does what we said he should have done last week. He tells everyone about the fake idol.
Yeah.
And surprise, Joe is not excited about the story. Does not like it. Mr. Honor and Integrity was not a fan.
Every time Devens does anything and they cut to Joe's face, I love it.
Joe just like he doesn't care.
He hates everything that Devens does and everything about Devens. He
can't
wait for him to get off this island.
He can't. Like, and it's whenever we'll get to the tribal part, like there's some memes going around him. Tribal just like not giving any fucks.
No.
Joe just like he's done. He's done with it. And so he's saying like, Devens is my number one target. Nobody can sway me from this. And this is pretty much where the camp is, where the tribe is at this point. Like, it's kind of, we got to go for Devens at this point. And then we get one of my favorite things, the Survivor auction.
I love the auction. I'm so glad it's back.
And so this one, there was no chance of losing in a vote. And you keep any money that you don't spend at the auction.
Yeah, like that part of
Did
it's
it
like whatever, a couple $100 isn't gonna
did it ever
do
say how
anything
much
for
they
them.
actually got?
I think it was 500.
Was it 500?
Just yeah.
Okay. So the
They,
first item. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say like them not having to worry about you know saving money on advantages and or losing a vote or anything. That it kind of lets them kind of bid freely, a little more freely with the auction items.
Yeah, not worrying about wasn't there a thing where like if you had the most money, then
Yeah,
there was a
yeah,
penalty of like yeah, and stuff like that. So yeah,
yeah. I think you
they
lost
got
your
to just
vote if you had the most money left
and
previously.
it doesn't like he says that and I like it because there could have been because he said spend freely, spend whatever you want, whatever money
Yeah,
you have, you get to keep. But there could have been a consequence at the end if somebody would have just blown it all on one
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
And but he doesn't tell them that, and we don't get to it because nobody did spend
yeah.
all their money. But the first item was and there was also in the auction there was what uh like a reward, and then what how did he phrase it?
He
It
he called
was
it either comfort or chaos.
yeah,
I think
comfort
it
or
was what it was.
chaos.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so you didn't know like he would tell you if it was if it was comfort or chaos or on some things, and then some things were just kind of like you didn't
yeah.
know
So
before you bid on it.
yeah, some of them were open. Like some of the food items were just you already knew what it was, and then sometimes something was covered. Sometimes there was two things, and one was good and one was bad. So
It's,
they had a good mix.
and so he was vague on some of it, and some of it, or on a couple things, but on some of it, he's just like, yeah, there's no chaos with this one. It's just comfort.
Yeah, yeah.
And the first one,
Like the first
completely
one.
comfort,
Yeah,
fries and onion rings,
that's a good
and
start.
like I gotta admit, those fries and onion rings look pretty damn good.
They look real good.
They look pretty
Real
damn
good.
good. And Devens, they start off everybody kind of slow. Then Devens just comes in over the top, 160,
Yep.
and so he gets the fries and onion rings, and everybody's just kind of they don't know how many items are out there either. So people are kind of slow playing it first,
They
and
asked
then
him too, or some. I think it was Emily that asked him how many
no, it was
items there
Aubrey.
are.
It was
Aubrey, that's right.
Aubrey, and
Yeah,
she's like, "You're gonna tell us how many there are?" And he's like, "What do you think?" Aubrey's like,
yeah.
"Well,
He's like,
worth an
what are we
ask."
doing out here? Yeah,
So the second item was a milkshake, and
milkshake.
surprisingly, this only went for $100 to Emily.
The milkshake. It'd be real good, but it might have a bad aftermath.
You think so? I mean,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah,
Even Emily said when she was eating it, she's like, "Oh, this isn't going to be good." I think her exact
well,
words were
I
like,
thought that.
"I didn't realize I'm going to have to take a big poop."
Yeah, it's just, I wonder if she was lactose intolerant after that comment or what. Like,
Maybe.
that's just and then the cracker veggie tray. Cirie wanted no part of it. She didn't want any of the carrots.
She said, "I
And
don't want no carrots."
surprise, surprise. Who won it was Jonathan.
Yeah,
Bidding
only
80
$80.
for the crackers and veggies.
Yeah, when I saw that come out, I was like, "No, don't even bid on that.
I
Not
mean,
worth it."
that's right up Jonathan's alley, though.
Yeah,
Right up his
no.
alley.
Yeah,
And then the second person, or the fourth item was a two-person shared item, and they didn't know what it was, but only one person bid on it, right? And then they picked who they shared it with.
yeah. One person bids on it. You pick who you share it with. You don't know which is which, but the person that bid gets to pick. So if what they pick is, the comfort, the other person has to do the chaos, and then if if the person that bid picks the chaos, the other person gets the comfort for not
That's
doing
right.
anything.
And then so Aubrey bids $280,
Yep.
and she's going to share it with Rizzo.
Yeah. Thought that was an
And
interesting pick.
it was an interesting pick, and Rizzo was upfront immediately. He said, if it's something I can do, then I'll try it. But there's like there's not a lot that I can do
Yeah.
as far as the chaos.
But then even before they showed it, Aubrey's like, she's like, I'm a psycho. I'll do this.
Yeah.
So all right.
And
Rizzo's like,
so
have at it.
so they show the comfort, which is chocolate chip cookies and milk,
Those cookies look good.
and then the chaos was 2 grubs.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what a grub is, but it's like a thick looking worm.
Yeah,
Didn't look good.
big old worm, and I was like, no big deal. Like she just
Yeah,
chow them down, man.
she was dancing, eating them. It didn't matter. She was
Like at this
going at
point,
it.
like what a team player. Like
Oh, I
she
know.
bid the $280. It was her buddy.
Like, has
She
she had the biggest turnaround in Survivor Attitude this season,
absolutely,
or maybe any season? Like,
absolutely. Like she like, and as far as my perception of them, absolutely. Because at the very beginning, I was like, Aubrey can go.
yeah,
What
exactly.
is she providing?
Yeah.
Like it's
She
just
was
kind of
grumpy, fighting with Genevieve all the time, just complaining. Now she's out here dancing, eating grubs, and loving life.
bringing a lot to the show. Honestly,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
she's an integral part of this
yeah,
season now, and it's good to see. Like she's really playing the game well.
yeah.
She could have tucked her tail between her legs and been like, I'm not eating it. Rizzo wouldn't have got to do the chocolate chip cookies and
Yeah.
milk if she didn't finish it, but
She went for it.
she demolished the 2 grubs. Like it
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
even
Yeah.
like it was a 2-minute timer, and like he didn't even need to mess with
Yeah.
the hourglass. It was fine. She knocked it out. And then blanket was the 5th item, which Cirie just jumped all over. Got it for $180.
Yeah. I mean, you don't get the satisfaction of getting food, but I mean, you get the blanket. You get it for the rest of your time out there, right?
Yeah. And
So,
I'm sure, I mean, Cirie's probably a good one to get it, because if somebody in danger got it, I mean, that you'd want to vote them out more, right?
yeah, exactly.
and then,
Let me hold that.
hope that they left it
Yeah.
at camp.
Or if after you vote them out when they're walking away, hey, pulling Angelina, can I get that blanket?
Maybe you'll be like Drita on House of Villains. Not vote for them just so you get their blanket when they leave. Befriend them. And then the 6th item, I mean, I would have been all over.
Dude,
that massive grilled cheese sandwich.
That thing looked good. It was worth $260 that Stephanie paid for it.
Absolutely. Don't blame her. And then Cirie on the next one goes again for just a commodity item with toothpaste and mouthwash for $20. Nobody wanted to bid on it.
No. They said, hey, we're already gross. We might as well keep going. Did you hear when Cirie asked Jeff if she could smell the mint?
Yeah.
Or if he could smell the mint?
He said, I can smell you.
Yeah. That was dirty.
Oh, man. And then we had another 2-person shared. And then once again, they don't know what they're going to get. And Jonathan picks the chaos item, which is he has to eat a sea slug.
The absolute size of this thing
was massive.
Was insane.
It was pretty bad.
He was gnawing on it like beef jerky, man. I think it looked like it was hard to break apart, man.
Yeah, and he ended up getting it down, and that let Ozzy enjoy fried chicken, mashed potatoes, and soda.
Yeah.
And Jonathan bid $320 on that, and so that leaves Jonathan with $100.
He spent $320
at this point.
Sea slug.
And then the next item was the charcuterie board, and we kind of get close on this point because Cirie bids $280 for it. And this leaves her with $20 left. I didn't realize it through the episode. I'm kind of realizing it now. Like she had $20 left, which is going to be crucial at the end. So she gets the charcuterie board. And then a chicken broccoli protein shake that Rizzo won.
It's actually fitting. He looks like he's withering away, so he kind of needs that protein shake.
Yeah. And then a cake, which Ozzy won.
Yeah, they kind of skimmed through these and just showed them real quick, so we don't even know how much they paid. But they showed Ozzy kind of stuffing his face in the cake.
Yeah, and they both had $500 at the time. They hadn't won. Both of them had already gotten to eat, but it was
Yeah, for free.
on somebody else's dime.
Yeah.
Then Jonathan gets $60 on a PB and J.
Yeah,
While he's go ahead.
the PB&J looked really good, but it looked kind of small.
Yeah, it really did. And then Cirie has to go puke in the middle of the bid from the charcuterie board.
He's like, "Excuse me, Jeff." Stop the whole thing. Just like, what? He's like, "I think I'm gonna be sick." She just walks off over in the woods, lets it go.
And then another Aubrey moment as she bids $200 on the mac and cheese. So this also leaves her with $20 left too. So it's kind of wild, but
is that coincidence, or did they say, "Hey,
I don't
leave $20 in the end"?
I think they might have, because it's kind of strange that her and Cirie both had the $20 at the end.
Yeah.
But she goes on the tearful thing about how, it feels like home, and they start a family, family
Emotion from
conversation.
Aubrey.
Yeah, on Aubrey, and then Joe starts talking about his family, and they all start getting emotional, which leads right up into the 14th item, which is a blind item, and it's shared by all, but they all have to do $20.
Yep.
And it is going to be a chaos and a comfort if they all agree to do it.
Yeah. You know what? I wonder if they just called it $20 because that's what people had left.
Possibly it could have been that. I'm sure they didn't want the advantage to go by the wayside.
Yeah. Oh, also he did say in the beginning you could share money, I think.
Okay.
I think in the very beginning, I think you said that. So they would have been fine.
Yeah. And because they definitely didn't want this twist to go by the way. Like, imagine flying Mr. Beast all the way out here and not even, never mind, we don't need you. These dudes spent all their money. And so they all agree. They all put in the $20, and he tells them, what the comfort is, going along with Aubrey's story. It's the letters from home. They all get their letters from home. And then the chaos is Mr. Beast is introduced. He says, comes out to the cast, and he's got carrying a briefcase, and you got a couple people having a fanboy moment, like Rizzo talking about how his brother knows him. Devens watches him all the time with his kids.
Yeah.
And there's some people that probably don't know who he is at this point, but
Cirie probably has no clue.
Probably. I don't know, like, maybe. Does she have grandkids?
I don't know.
I don't know. Jared might. I know the only one of her kids I know is Jared from Big Brother. I don't know if he has any. I don't think he has any kids.
Nah, he doesn't. He was busy messing around with Blue in the Big Brother house.
That's true. And so the chaos is a super beware advantage. That's all they tell us about it. Like, Mr. Beast flips over or turns around the briefcase, and it says super beware, or beware. It's got the Mr. Beast logo on there. And so the super beware advantage, and they just kind of leave it at that.
Yeah. Have you ever watched a Mr. Beast video, or one of his like little mini shows or whatever he has on there? I guess he's got like competition kind of Survivor type shows that he does.
I haven't watched. I know like the gist of some of them, where like he'll like kind of pay people to stay in a house longer, whoever stays in like a room with nothing to do and stuff like that. I've seen some of that stuff, but
I haven't actually seen any. But since this episode, I've been hearing podcasts and stuff talking about it. I guess he does some pretty crazy stuff on there. So this could be anything really, and
I know
pretty chaotic.
Turner was Turner on the same season as Cirie?
No, I don't think so. I think that was a different season.
Because he was on the season with America and Core. Yeah,
that was the same.
He was. So she probably knew about Mr. Beast, at least, because Turner worked for Mr. Beast.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was like a intern maybe or something with Mr. Beast at one point. So she probably knew like some part of it.
Yeah,
like something about him. And I don't know what brought that to mind, but they're going to find out what the super beware advantage is at tribal, is what they're told.
That's scary.
It's and like how do you prepare for tribal knowing this? And so it kind of causes chaos throughout the whole thing. But of course, we got the immunity challenge next.
And they go straight. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. They go straight from the auction and walk right over to the challenge.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
It's pretty cool.
Was pretty wild. So it's the challenge where you're balancing on a beam while you're holding one of the like a curved structure, and you got to balance the ball on it. Like you gotta make
on
sure
on the outside of the curve. Yeah,
on the outside of the curve without the ball falling.
Yeah, pretty classic challenge here.
Stephanie is actually surprisingly the first one out.
I thought she would do well. The balance didn't get her. It was just she couldn't keep the ball straight on the on that thing.
Yeah, with her, because she did really well at the other balance challenge with the pigeon-toed feet, right?
Yeah.
Not so well at this
and the bunions and the pigeon toe.
Yeah. And then so Rizzo, of course, is the next one out. Like losing to Rizzo's got to be pretty bad.
Yeah,
like, he is so god awful at challenges. They go to the next section, and Cirie goes down, then Aubrey, and then the third selection is very narrow, and this is where it's like it's not going to last much longer after this. Devens can't even get to the spot.
No, he fell off completely, and then I was kind of surprised they let him get back on, but I guess that's in that in between time it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's like because you have a chance to get to the transition. Yeah. He fell going to the transition, then he got up, and then like as soon as they said he's good, then he falls. It's like he's done. And then Emily's out, then Jonathan, and the final three are Tiffany, Joe, and Ozzy. And kind of who I would expect the final three in this one to be, especially with Stephanie being the first one out. Figured Stephanie would be pretty good at it, but then Joe, like I'm actually kind of surprised that Joe lasted as long as he did, as big as he is in this challenge, but he's the next one out. And it's Tiffany versus Ozzy, and Tiffany just chilling, Ozzy struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Then he ends up falling, and Tiffany wins immunity. And then we get another sad story.
Cue the music.
I thought she lasted a lot longer than day 19.
Yeah, I
thought she was towards the end, but like I guess that's just kind of revisionist history.
Yeah, I guess a lot of times they don't really even tell you what day. I mean, they always tell you like on the little title thing on the bottom, usually in a segment, but I don't always pay attention to like what day it is unless they're talking about it.
Maybe it's just because there's so many people still here because this is a bigger cast.
Yeah.
That because she was well into jury, right?
Yeah.
And there was.
Day 19 when you start with 18 people is a lot better than day 19 when you start with how many do we have? 30?
Yeah, something like
that. Yeah, it's
30 or 28, I think.
20, yeah. So she said 19 probably sounds about right.
So then they go back to camp and everyone's reading their letters, getting emotional.
Yeah.
Like, when's the game going to start back up? This is cool. This is cool for the players, but we don't really need to see a whole lot of this, man. Like,
yeah, it's they try to pull on the heartstrings, but it doesn't get me.
Yeah, me either. Like, we want to see the gameplay. And
I'm like, they get all these letters from their family, and I get it. Like, you're out there, you've been isolated for 19 days, but I mean, it's 19 days. Like, I can see like your. Maybe your spouse that you're used to being with every day, but like Cirie and her dad, how long has it been since she's seen her dad anyway? Like, does she probably regularly goes 19 days maybe without seeing her dad,
Yeah, and I get it, but I think it's kind of, just kind of the stress of being out there and not being able to. Not having anything to really take your mind off of it.
Yeah.
And, I get it. Like the players need this. It's good for the players. Maybe just give us a glimpse over it. Don't take so much of our time with it. Like, we get it.
Yeah. If my wife sees this, she's going to be pissed about my take on that, but sorry.
And then, so after that, Aubrey says she learned some things from her season and gives a little flashback of Michelle and how she won the game, just being the social person, and she's gonna take some cues from Michelle on how she can play this game.
Yeah.
And then you get an Aubrey, Steph, and Jonathan talk about who to target. And they all agree like Devens is the easy vote.
Yep.
But Jonathan wants to target Ozzy. Jonathan brings it up. He's like, I want to target Ozzy.
Yeah. They can get Devens anytime.
And yeah, because Devens is an easy vote.
Yeah.
And he tells them Ozzy, like, said he was getting mixed vibes from Stephanie. And so this sends Stephanie on, okay, like if I thought Ozzy was my boy, but apparently not. And so Stephanie's down with it. And then they go talk to Devens. Like they want to talk. And Devens is like, hell yeah, me and Emily target's not on us, then we'll vote Ozzy. Absolutely, no problem.
Yeah, as long as you're not voting for me, let's vote for Ozzy. I don't care who it is.
So this is actually looking good at the moment.
Yeah.
Like you have the 5. There's how many people? 9?
10.
There's 10.
Yep.
So right there you have at least you're going to rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, but Jonathan for some reason wants to talk to Joe and get him on board. He's like, we can't do this without Joe.
Yeah.
Are you playing the game, Jonathan? You not know? Like, have you talked to Joe? I thought Joe was your ally. You should know Joe is not going to be on board with this.
Yeah.
He cannot stand Devens.
If Joe wants one thing in this game, it's to vote Devens out. That's it. His number one priority right now.
And so this is where the plan just starts to take a turn for the worst, because they tell Joe about Ozzy and Devens. And so Joe's like, definitely not on board. He's like, no, we need to get Devens out now. And like they kind of leave it at that, but it wasn't like we probably shouldn't tell Ozzy about this conversation or whatever. And so Joe knows, like he tells Jonathan like he could be down for Ozzy, but Joe knows what he's doing here.
Because he just kind of
straight to Cirie. Right after this, like straight to Cirie.
What do we do when Ozzy's in trouble? We tell Cirie.
And
what you do.
He's like, hey man, they're wanting to vote Ozzy, and kind of tells her like, I want Devens, but they're trying to get Ozzy. And she's like, who's trying to get Ozzy? Steph. And says Stephanie. Jonathan. Stephanie's name comes out first. It says Stephanie and Jonathan. And this is what gets me, because then you got Stephanie talking about how she knows that Cirie and Ozzy are tight.
Yeah.
And that they shouldn't tell anything to Cirie. And then like Joe's already told her.
Yeah.
And so Stephanie then tells Cirie that they're going to split between Devens and Emily. And Cirie's like,
she knows,
playing it off. She's like, okay. Yeah. But she knows that Stephanie's lying to her at this point.
Yeah.
And, just kind of like not really going all in on it, but she's just telling Stephanie what she needs to hear.
Yeah.
Like, and she's like, okay, yeah, we can do that as long as it's not me. The typical, the classic Cirie line is, as long as it's not me.
Yeah.
So what I've learned about Cirie this season, anybody watching this that might ever be on a season of Survivor with Cirie, is if you give her a name and she says, as long as it's not me, she is protecting that person.
Yeah.
And she's going to flip it on you, because if she doesn't give any input on it, or she doesn't like fight back, or, say, oh yeah, that's a good idea, or something like that. If it says, as long as it's not me, then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You get that line from Cirie, you are in trouble. And so what does Cirie do? Goes and tell Ozzy.
Fills him in.
And she's like, Steph's trying to get you out. Your girl's trying to get you out. So she wants to use the extra vote to get Steph out. And Ozzy's like, do we really need to? He's like, I mean, do you want to go home with an idol?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to make sure that she's gone.
Yeah.
We need to use this extra vote to make sure she's gone. And then Ozzy goes to Jonathan about Stephanie and says that they know what Devens is, but they need to get Steph out this week. Devens is an easy target. So
Yeah.
Devens has played really well into this notion, and he's played it up where, hey guys, I'm like the low hanging fruit here. Why don't y'all get somebody else out? And this is where it helps that he was upfront about his idol, about the fake idol. They don't think that he has it. They don't think he has it anymore. And so this is where, he's done good this episode of repairing some of the damage that he caused last episode. He's still on the bottom, but he's such a big target right now that he can kind of play it off.
Yeah, he doesn't need to worry about them trying to flush the idol either.
Yeah. And that's what we're seeing now. And Jonathan is saying, okay, yeah, I'm fine with it, and going along with it to Ozzy.
Yeah.
But then immediately goes to Stephanie, like, this is a small beach, man. Like, did they not see these people talk to somebody and then immediately go talk to somebody else? It's because Jonathan goes right to Stephanie and tells her, look, they're coming for you.
Yeah.
And then Stephanie tells him he has to steal a vote. And, we can steal Ozzy's vote and vote him out with it. It's her whole thing right here. And then so Stephanie's kind of worried now that Jonathan said something to her. So she goes and talks to Cirie. She's like, I heard you're wanting to vote me out. And Cirie does a good job of deflecting. It's like, I'm not wanting to vote you out. Like, and this is where Stephanie really should have took notice, because she said, they just told me something. I went along with it. Which is exactly what she did to you, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Like, exactly what she did to you, but she's telling you that that's what she did to them. And now Stephanie talks to Devens about switching the vote to Cirie in case Ozzy plays his idol. And then Devens like, just get rid of Rizzo.
Yeah.
And then so we don't know where the votes are going now. Like, they're all over the place at this point.
I think everyone's name has been thrown out at some point, except Devens after the initial let's get Devens out because he's easy. Ever since then, it was everyone else has been talked about.
Everyone else. And then Devens tells Emily about the Rizzo plan. And yeah, we don't know what's gonna like. How Emily holds water, but she's actually kind of done a little better lately.
Yeah.
About keeping information. And it's going wild. Like, we're in for a crazy tribal. And even Devens says before they go to tribal, he's like, it's just me and Emily out here alone. I'm gonna cause some chaos at this tribal.
Yeah.
Is what he says before they go to tribal in his confessional. He doesn't tell this to anybody in particular, but he's just kind of telling it in his confessional. Hey, like, it's gonna get wild. Buckle up. The commercial.
He wasn't lying.
And so then at the tribal, Devens lets Aubrey know, like, shit's about to get real. Like, he whispers to Aubrey.
He says, I'm gonna blow it up.
And so, they're getting there. They're getting there roundabout from Jeff, and Cirie tells him, man, the plans were changing constant, like every 30 seconds, like there's a new target. We don't know what to do. And you could just see Joe's annoyance. He's like, guys, don't overthink it. Like, we have a clear target. We know who it is. There's no reason to overthink it. And Steph jumps in and is like, yeah, there's a simple plan. And then everyone tries to change things up. And then this is Devens' cue. Devens like, yeah. He's like, I'm the easy vote. Like, I know. I'm at the bottom. I'm the easy vote. That's why you shouldn't vote me.
Yeah.
And then he comes packed full of information. And the biggest thing he does here is he says, he tells everything, like everything that happened the whole time. But he starts with, Rizzo, I said your name. I was going to switch the vote to you.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah.
And this buys some credibility with everything else that he's saying. And Rizzo's like, okay, no, none taken. And then like he lays out the whole plan about how Stephanie and Jonathan came to him about the Ozzy vote, and then he agreed to it, and then everything that happened all day. And so this kind of confirms with Cirie. Cirie's already got this information, and she's already shared it with Ozzy. And so this kind of like Cirie knows he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
At this point. And like tribal just starts going crazy. We get another live tribal where everybody's going and talking to everybody.
This is the livest of live tribals that we've seen.
Yes. And Rizzo's like, it's Survivor. Own your stuff.
Yeah.
Own what you do. And Jeff, and we haven't even had Mr. Beast come out.
This is all before him.
This is all beforehand.
We still have a freaking Mr. Beast Beware advantage that we need to figure out what's going on with.
And so, like, Stephanie's just trying to say, I didn't say that. That's not how it happened. Doesn't get too much into it, but she's like, he's lying.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Beast comes out, and it's the Super Beware advantage is a gold coin, two-sided. One side has the Mr. Beast logo, the other side has the Survivor torches.
Yep.
And it's the Mr. Beast logo is heads, the Survivor torches is tails, and one of them is going to flip a coin and call their flip before they flip it. And if it lands on what they call, then they are safe. They get an idol, and the prize fund goes from $1 million to $2 million.
Yeah, big advantage. Huge
big advantage.
Like take away the $2 million as it is, because you never know, you might not win it. You might be winning it for someone else. But you're getting 2 weeks guaranteed safety here with this week, and then you get an idol.
Yep. And if it doesn't land on what they call, the prize money stays the same, and there won't be a vote at this tribal council because whoever the person is that flips it is going home.
Yeah. Yeah, this is wild. You got a 50-50 shot of 2 guaranteed weeks of safety, or just go home right now. It's pretty crazy.
As a Big Brother fan, like, I've never been a fan of their twist. Like, every twist that they throw out, 95% of them tend to flop.
Yeah.
Either they don't get used, or they're not used correctly, or just like it doesn't make sense, or it doesn't have any impact on the game. This is such a good twist. And
yeah.
Like we talked in messages, like this, the Big Brother people, they got to take notes from this.
Yeah. I hope they watch.
Like, I can't think of. I mean, when's the last Big Brother twist that actually worked? It was probably the Jessica, whenever Jessica canceled the eviction that night.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Right. And then, I mean, it just ended up, no, because she win HOH the next week and then send her ally home. I think that's how it worked. She won HOH the next week and sent her ally home, and then they just ended up, going back to back after that. But like, good old Ramsey. Oh, and then so Devens is like, this is me, and everybody's like, yeah, Devens, this is you.
Yeah, this was pretty much made for Devens.
And the Aubrey is the only one that voices any hesitation.
Yeah.
At this point, everybody's like, yeah, let Devens do it.
Yeah, she's like, should we let him do this?
And she's like, I don't think we should.
Yeah.
And then apparently in the interviews after the game, Stephanie's like, well, I wanted to flip the coin, but Cirie told me that I was good and I shouldn't do it.
Like, yeah. And you believed it.
All her exit press has been super bitter this week. It's kind of made me turn a little bit on
Yeah.
Change my opinion a little bit on Stephanie. But so Aubrey ends up saying, okay, just let him do it. Because Cirie's big point was, well, do you want to flip the coin, Aubrey?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Aubrey's like, okay, just let him do it. You're like, I don't want to flip the coin. And
The crazy thing is, if they can't agree who's going to flip it as a group, it goes to rocks, and whoever gets the different colored rock does it, no matter what.
yeah, that would be. I mean, that's why it's so big that Devens is like, it's perfect for Devens. Like
Yeah.
he's on the
He
bottom anyway.
he had a whole segment earlier that we actually didn't talk about after reading his wife's letter about just playing the game aggressive and having fun with it and just create a good show basically.
And that's what he does. That's what he's done all season.
Yeah.
And we kind of, whenever we did picks, week 3,
Yeah.
both of us said like we both had him in the same category, like entertaining as hell. We want him to last as long as possible, but he probably has no shot at winning.
Yeah.
Like we need him in the game, and we're kind of like Christian was kind of on the edge of that bubble, but we thought at the time that he had a better shot of winning. But like people like Devens, and I think Q was on there. We had Q in that category, and Q went like that week.
Yeah. I still
And
don't think Devens really has a great shot to win, but
no,
he has held up on the entertaining part.
he he's great TV.
Yeah.
Great TV. And who was it that went a couple weeks ago that was seems like there was somebody else on that list that went a couple weeks ago.
That we thought would go far.
No, not that we thought would go far, but we thought, held good
And
entertainment value.
Coach probably
I don't think it was. It might have been Coach. I'm not sure.
had to have been because it was Coach, Chrissy, D, and who else was on the jury? Who was last week? Oh, Christian. So
I might have been thinking Q. It seems like there was somebody else in that area too, but nonetheless, so Devens goes through the whole spiel. Everybody's like, "Yeah, call tells.
Yeah,
tells never fails." That type of thing. And Devens like, "No." He's like, "My kids, they love Mr. Beast. I love watching Mr. Beast with my kids. It's something we do together. So I have to pick the Mr. Beast logo."
Yeah.
He's like, and he even put out the outlier. Look, if it's not the Mr. Beast logo, it's not my kid's fault.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want you guys to think that it's your fault if it doesn't land on that. And flips it. It rolls. Like, I have no idea how it does it in the sand. Like, starts
spinning
around in the sand, and then eventually lands on heads. So Devens is immune. He gets an idol, which Jeff gives him in front of everybody.
Yeah. And
now they have to vote.
And 2 people are safe out of the 10.
And 2 people are safe. And now another live tribal happens.
Yeah. Now what do we do?
And this time, Stephanie is adamant with Cirie. She's like, he's lying. That never happened. That's not the way it went down. And
technically, she's right in what she was saying. She was saying it didn't. She didn't come up with it first. But she's right. It was Jonathan.
It is,
right?
But it was. But Cirie, before Devens ever told her anything, before the tribal or at the tribal, Joe, Mr. Honor and Integrity, like can't tell a lie.
Yeah.
Had told her the same story that Devens told her.
Yeah.
And he kind of insinuated that it was Stephanie because that was kind of who was.
That's how Joe
charged with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, even though it was Jonathan's idea to Stephanie is the one that presented it to, like, whenever they were in the thing with Joe. So Joe took that to Cirie, like Stephanie was leading the charge.
Yeah.
And so just kind of seems like it's kind of fallen on deaf ears at this point. Like, Stephanie really doesn't have a chance.
Yeah, and she asked Ozzy if she should use the steal a vote. He said save it.
And then she knows better, and she's like, "Well, I'm gonna steal Devens' vote." Like, she's trying to buy all the favors she can. Well, I'm just gonna steal Devens' vote. Yeah. And she makes it clear to everybody, like, and she has to announce it before the vote too. whose vote she's stealing and that they can't vote, so she steals Rick Devens' vote.
Yep.
And so then we get to the votes, and we have, it comes out Aubrey, Steph, Aubrey, and then runs it out on Steph.
Steph.
Voted out 8-2. The only two votes on Aubrey, obviously, were the two votes that were cast by Steph.
Yep.
And we're down to 9.
9 players left. It's gotten down. It was weird. I think it really hit me when they were sitting down at Tribal, and I was like, whoa, they've really thinned out from that group of 28 or 30 or however many they had in the beginning.
Yeah, because you had that double eviction and that triple eviction. So now it's down
seems
to...
like all of a sudden we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, as Nelson would say.
Down to 4 episodes left, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So we'll go down to 8, 7, 6, and then the final 6 episodes. Yeah. 4 episodes left. I didn't really watch the scenes from the next episode.
They didn't tell us much. It was just Devens was excited, obviously, and then just people talking about making big moves. So who knows what we'll see? But we didn't get any real clues on anything.
So it'll be interesting to see how Devens can use that idol, if he's just gonna be forced to play it, or if he can kind of do a little Rizzo run with it.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen here? He's in a lot better spot than he was last week.
Yeah, we might have some hurt feelings, after everything that happened this week between Jonathan and Ozzy and them. So they might kind of start hunting for each other rather than maybe Devens can just kind of lay back a little bit.
What's funny is you said he don't really think he has a chance to win, and if people feel like that, I absolutely think he's got a chance to win. Just because how bitter Steph has been in her exit press.
Yeah.
He's already got his best friend in Christian. And as long as he's not sitting next to Emily in the final 3, he's going to get Christian and Emily's vote automatically, depending on who he's setting with. If he's setting with Cirie and Ozzy or something like that, then he absolutely could get Stephanie's vote too. And
there's a world where this what do they call themselves? Rizzo's the Rizzo-Cirie-Ozzy trio.
Rizzo-Cirie-Ozzy or something?
No, Cirie's Wizard of Oz. That's what.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
There's a world where they just make the final 3.
There's a world they have all the advantages. Cirie didn't have to use the extra vote this week.
Yeah, they got an extra vote, an idol. Does Rizzo have an idol too?
Rizzo does have an idol, right?
So they've got 2 idols, an extra vote. No one's going after Cirie. Eventually, someone's going to, but I mean,
yeah, it's gonna take somebody to really realize that how close her and Ozzy are, which Steph kind of alluded to on the last episode. I think I did see the scenes from next week's episode, because it almost made it seem like Emily might be the target next week.
Yeah.
Right.
It kind of felt like that on the scenes when they showed the last week's scenes too.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking then.
Yeah, because they said she was flip flopping a lot.
Yeah, and she didn't even really come up this week.
No.
She was. So maybe that was a foreshadowing from 2 weeks.
Yeah, could
they did that to us before.
Yeah.
At some point. So yeah, I mean, what a fun season, man.
Yeah, it's been
what
great.
A fun season.
It's been really great.
So hopefully we at least might just have one episode without Devens.
Yeah.
Safe next week, and we'll see what they do the week after.
Yeah. Do you one interesting thing about this whole Mr. Beast twist, and it seems like it's gotten pretty positive reviews online after the episode. I haven't really seen anyone that didn't like it, but can you imagine if either no one wanted to do it or they couldn't decide who to do it, it went to Rox, Cirie did it, didn't get it and went home, what everyone would
Oh
be
my
saying.
goodness. I think I would have loved it more.
Everyone would have been hating on Survivor for doing that.
They would,
That's
but I mean
not
that's
fair. She had no chance. Blah blah blah.
yeah, just because people I don't know why people love the front runners like that.
Yeah.
Like remember Jesse Goddertz and Big Brother 11 whenever he got I guess this is probably Big Brother's biggest twist that kind of uh irked the fans the most, and they even caused the Chima expulsion is whenever Jeff got the coup d'etat and
Yeah.
took over his HOH and put him on the block and got him voted out on his
Yeah.
HOH.
Yeah.
Like it would have been the same thing because
Exactly.
like
Yeah.
the fans would have rioted
Yeah.
just like they did then.
Yeah. It kind
Speaking
of
of
like
which, he's
how
on
like
American Gladiators.
he is, and with Fessy.
Yeah, with Fessy.
They because there were some people up in arms when Genevieve got voted out because they were just talking about how she found 2 idols, couldn't use them, all this and that, and her unlucky tribe swap where there was only like 6 people there and 2 of them were immune and all that is. But if this would have happened, man.
I mean, Genevieve had played a bad game at that point.
Yeah.
She wasn't in a great spot to begin with. Cirie, I could definitely see some of the frustration, but that's what makes it interesting. I mean, I guess if you're cheering for her, if you like to cheer for the front runner, then absolutely, let's go.
Cirie has an army of fans online. I'll say that. There's
absolutely, and she deserves them. I'm not a Cirie fan. I wasn't on her side during Big Brother. Like every season I've watched her play, she's played from the top, but she's put herself in that position, like to play from the top.
Yeah.
Big Brother, it seemed like she had an unfair advantage being there. As the only, person that people knew just from being on Survivor, and she also had her son in the game. Nobody knew that it was her son.
She didn't want to be there.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
towards the end she was getting pretty annoyed with everyone. I think she was ready to leave.
I think that's pretty much Big Brother, like anybody in Big Brother.
Yeah. That many days in a house compared to 29 on an island.
Can you imagine that they used to do 98 days?
Yeah, didn't they do 100 one time or over 100?
I think it was 101 might have been the longest, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was I think that was BB18 that was 101, and then Paul went to the finals then, and then came right back the next year and went to win again.
No wonder he's so messed up.
Like 200 days in the Big Brother house, and
man,
like 200 out of 400 days in the Big Brother house. That's crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely wild.
Nuts.
But I mean, Rizzo's been in Fiji for damn near 2 months at this point.
Yeah, he was only home for 2 weeks, right? Him and Savannah.
Yeah. If even that, was it 2 weeks or 2 days?
I think it was 2 weeks.
Okay.
2 days is crazy.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
I guess you don't really have to pack a bag though, right?
You got time to wash your clothes and put them back on and head out.
Which I don't know if we ever talked about now, but did you catch that Christian kind of wore like a different version of the shirt that he wore on his first season?
Is that what it is?
This season, yeah. So it was kind of like the robot shirt or whatever. Like he wore that on his first season too, but it was this one was an updated version of it.
I noticed he's been wearing that exact whole outfit, the shirt, the t-shirt, and his brown jacket on all of his he wore it on Jimmy Fallon and all his other interviews and stuff. He's been wearing that.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. And even like when they were at the tribal, he's like, I would have had so much fun with this.
Yeah, he would have.
He said that. Was it the coach that he said that to?
Yeah, that might have been that would have been interesting to see if he was on there, if he would have tried to do it himself.
Yeah, I don't think he would have though.
He probably would have conceded it to Devens for sure, but since they were working together, but.
Because even with the idol, like he let Devens take credit for the idol and all that.
Yeah.
And that's we just brought up Coach. Coach is also on the jury.
Yeah.
And Chrissy, and those like I said, just depending on who it is, they're not voting for Cirie or Ozzy.
Yeah, I just don't see him getting there.
You don't see him what?
I don't see him getting there.
Devens getting there. Yeah, and so I mean, I don't think that this season's necessarily. I think there's going to be a lot of upset people if when Cirie doesn't win, because
Yeah.
they're sending a lot of people that are going to have total bad blood, depending on who she's sitting next to. Like,
Yeah.
I think Devens, Emily, Christian, like they're not going to hold, like they're not going to be bitter. But
Yeah.
Coach, Chrissy, and Stephanie, I definitely could see being bitter.
Yeah.
And so if she's sitting next to Emily or Devens, I think that could come back to bite her.
Yeah.
Because then, I mean, you're just looking at what, 1 or 2 more votes that
Yeah.
they need to swing.
Yep.
But it'll be interesting. It's not as much of a runaway win as we might think right now.
No, definitely not.
So we'll see when they start to get the Cirie urge. Maybe Ozzy can be the one to put her out. Wouldn't that be something?
That would. That'd be a big move for him.
That
For
would
his
be a big
resume.
move.
Yeah.
It would be a big move. Ozzy 3.0.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's pretty much all I got.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah,
anything?
that's it. There's a lot of packed episode. It's next week's gonna seem slow after everything happened in this
No
one.
doubt. No doubt. Probably back to an hour and a half next week too.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But let you get out of here. I know you're wanting to finish up this Orlando Magic game as the
Dude, just tightening
Pistons
up.
are
This is not
closing it up,
good.
closing it in.
A 4-point game now.
Yeah. All right, buddy. We'll be back right after the episode on Wednesday. We had a lot of stuff going on
Oh yeah.
IRL this week, but we'll catch you next Wednesday.
All right. See you then.
Take it easy.
All right. Bye.